Hello everyone, this is Dave from Dave's Wreaths and Things. Here we go, day number 2 of our 7 days, 7 wreaths celebrating Easter. Don't forget, there's always that little bonus video right at the very end, which is 8 full videos celebrating Easter, and we're calling it Wreathster Week. Why don't I just get started with day number 2 of Wreathster Week. For our wreath today, I'm using a 14-inch wire wreath frame, and I found this beautiful, colorful Happy Easter sign. I'm going to add that on there as well. And these beautiful little glitter egg garlands I'm going to add for the decor. 2.5-inch wire ribbon. This is a plain blue ribbon, and I also have a blue and white checkered ribbon. Now you can use any type of ribbon you want for this. Here's another example of a beautiful colorful ribbon, and I'm just using the colors that I chose today. Pipe cleaners as well, and of course my regular crafting utensils to create this project. I'm starting off with my little Happy Easter basket. I'm just taking off the sticker, and I'm also taking off that little hanger as well. And then on the back side, I'm actually going to use full length of pipe cleaners and a whole bunch of glue to glue those right down to the sign. This is what I'm going to use to attach to the wire wreath frame. So I'm going to get a whole bunch of glue on there, push it right in there, add some more glue on the top. Once that's all done, I'm going to put that to the side and let that glue completely dry. Then to start off, I'm going to be making our ribbons, and I am cutting these ribbons at 18 inches. So you see here, I'm taking my solid blue color and I'm cutting them at the 18-inch mark. And of course, I will give you a whole list in just a moment of all of my cut lengths. And here I'm cutting the the blue and white ribbon. It's not black, it's blue and white, Dave. And I'm cutting those at 18 inches as well. We are going to be making a total of 6 bows today. Now per bow, you're going to need 7 lengths at 18 inches. So whatever ribbon you choose, you'll need 7 lengths at the 18 inches, and it's 126 inches of ribbon per bow. That's going to be a total of 756 inches of ribbon, or roughly 21 yards or 63 feet. Now it's approximately 1 roll of ribbon per bow to create all 6 bows. Once I've got all my cuts done, I'm just going to fold it in half, and the open end is at the left, the folded end is at the right, and I'm going to create a dovetail. Just using my scissors, you can do a sharp angle or a very shallow angle. I'll show you first. A shallow angle will create a ribbon that has a little shallow dovetail. If you go deeper or more of an angle, you can see here we have a very deep cutout, which creates a deeper dovetail. Myself, I like somewhere around the middle, so I'm just going to cut that, and there's my dovetail that I created. And I'm going to do that on one side of all of my ribbon. Now we're going to lay down our ribbon. Just make sure your good side, if you have a good side, faces down for this. And on one side, on my right hand side, you see I have that dovetail, and on the left hand side is just a straight cut. I'm going to match the straight cut at 0, put my finger at the 6-inch mark, and then I'm just going to fold over, and that should come to about the 11 or 12 o'clock. Or I should say 12-inch. It's not a time clock. It's a ruler. And then I'm going to come in an inch and squish that together. And that's going to create a bow at the top and then a tail at the bottom. So again, our bow or loop is right at the top, tail at the bottom. And I'm going to hold it together with my 2 fingers as I repeat the process over and over again. So don't forget your good side facing down, your cut side at the left-hand side. Place my finger at 6 inches, fold it over, and it should hit roughly around that 12-inch mark. And then you're going to come back at the 11-inch mark or 1 inch to the left and create another loop and another tail. And I'm just going to place that again into my 2-piece fingers and repeat the same process over and over again. And I have 2 different ribbons, so I'm going to alternate that process until I've used up all of my ribbon. Once that's done, I'm just going to take my full-length pipe cleaner, bend it in half, place it along the palm of my hand, and then I'm just going to give it a couple of really good twists to make sure all that ribbon is included in that pipe cleaner. And then what I usually like to do is I like to fluff out my tails or flatten my tails. This is going to be the bottom of the bow that's going to face down or on the wreath frame. So I like to lay it nice and flat. And then I'm just going to fluff up my bows a little bit so they're all ready to attach to our wreath frame. And of course, I'm going to do 6 bows in total. So I'm going to repeat this 5 other times. And here is our finished bow. To attach our bow to our wreath frame, I'm using that anchor along with the 2 inside wires, and that's where I'm going to wrap the pipe cleaners around. So I'm just going to gather my pipe cleaners, and then I'm going to flip over that wreath frame so it's face down, and then I'm going to attach my pipe cleaners around those 2 inside wires and that anchor wire as well. This way, when we wrap it around the anchor, that bow is not going to move. If we just wrapped it around the 2 inside wires, that bow can move all around, and I don't want that. I want to keep that bow nice and firm and in place. So I'm going to place 1 bow per anchor, and I'm just going to repeat the same process for all 6 of my bows. I'm just going to grab those pipe cleaners, make sure your wreath frame is face down, feed those pipe cleaners through those little holes, and then you're just going to twist all around and making it nice and secure. And then of course you can just cut off those edges of the pipe cleaner. And here I am, I'm just fluffing up my bow a little bit. I'm not doing my final fluff up right now. I'm just fluffing it up a little bit so I can see how it looks. And then I'm going to continue on doing the exact same thing with the remainder of my bows. Again, it is 6 bows in total when you're using a 14-inch wire wreath frame like I'm using in this video today. Putting on my last one, what I like to do is I like to add a little hot glue right on those pipe cleaners such that it's nice and secure and those pipe cleaners won't come apart. That's totally optional. It's just a little tip and little trick that I do. Here is our Happy Easter sign back again, and I am just attaching it using those pipe cleaners. So I'm coming through the back, twisting it around those wires, and then doing the same for all 3 sets, making sure that Happy Easter sign is nice and secure. And of course now I have to ruffle up and fluff those bows because I cannot stop it. I'm addicted. And for the final little pizzazz and the little added touch of color, I am adding a Easter egg. These are just glittery Easter eggs right in the center of those bows with a little bit of hot glue. I have yellow, pink, green, and blue, and I'm just gluing those right in place. Once those are all done, now is my favorite time is to fluff everything up. And once I've got everything fluffed up, I have our bow wreath all ready to hang on my front door with that Happy Easter sign right in the middle. I just love how it turned out, and I hope you did as well. Don't forget, there are more episodes of Wreathster Week right below in that playlist. Click on the playlist and then click on those episodes. Thank you so much for joining me for day number 2 of Wreathster Week. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.